let's open the meeting.
Okay.
I got a copy of, all right.
John, did you see the minutes? You can hit that little dismiss button if you want, and then it'll go away.
Hey, Dan.
Hi, Jack.
Being on vacation last week, I didn't get to mail out the minutes
That's fine.
for April.
It's okay.
11th.
It's okay. You all set?
Damon will be jumping on shortly. Close to getting home.
Jeff won't be here tonight, right?
Pardon?
Jeff won't be here tonight.
No, he's on vacation.
Oh, yeah, that's right, too. He's on.
Yeah, he's back tomorrow,
Who's that?
Jeff.
Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need him tonight.
We don't need him. No.
We did over 3,000 miles. We're heading back out Thursday, a couple of weeks, and then again, the last week of the year. Yeah, just so relaxing. That's a cool hobby. Especially on the weekends. Right, well, it's so hard here. I tried a couple of times to like hills and the trees. Yeah, you don't know. I mean, if I do anything, I'll go out there.
All right. Do I have a motion for the minutes? Oh, we can't. You were in here. Damon?
Not on yet.
Damon's not on yet.
Gonna be though.
All right.
Is he coming here or is he going to virtual?
He's gonna be on.
Virtual, okay.
All right, then we'll move on from that for now. All right, we're going to start with the public hearing on the Town Hall campus.
By reading the ad,
What's that?
reading the ad that was in the paper.
Oh, yes. Excuse me. This is a continuation, right? Oh, no, this is
No,
the
not
open
that,
public
no.
hearing. Okay. All right, we're going to open the public hearing for the Men Town Hall. In accordance with MGL Chapter 48, Section 11, notice hereby given that a public meeting will be held on Monday, April 25th at 7 PM in the Mendon Town Hall to consider site plan review for site improvements to formalize traffic flow
This is David, I'm on.
through the campus, add parking, sidewalks, landscaping,
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Yeah.
and stormwater management to the site, submitted by Gemma Kite of Horsley Witten Group.
Hello?
Yeah.
We hear you, Damon.
Can you hear us?
Is that mic on?
There you are.
The mic's on.
There you go, I got it.
Put this back.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. He's got us, he's got us.
just wanna double check. You can go.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Yeah, the audio's better too.
There was no audio before, and that's probably why it was silent.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anybody. Thank you.
All right, anyways, of 6A, 90 Route 6A, Sandwich, Mass. Owner of the property is the town of Mendon, 20 Main Street. Okay, so now with the public hearing open, we'll move to, I'll let you take it away.
Great, thank you. Good evening, members of the board. My name is Gemma Kite. I'm a senior environmental engineer with the Horsley Witten Group based out of Sandwich, Massachusetts. I'm also joined by my colleague Rich Clater, president of the Horsley Witten Group, and Ann Mazar, who's with the town here. So we were with you a couple weeks ago and presented sort of informally on this project, and we're here before you tonight to discuss this project and go through any questions and comments that you have. Since we saw you last, we made a few minor changes based on the comments that you provided us. One being that we maintained the entrance and exit to what it is now, the existing width.
Yep.
We also added in 3 additional parking spaces, and the parking in between the town hall and the annex, we converted one of those spots to a non-handicap spot, and then subsequently added 3 additional parking spaces on site. And we also, that one-way exit driveway on the left-hand side of the annex, we managed to make that a little bit more of an aggressive right turn only configuration. So folks should not be confused about that when they exit that
Do you have a
driveway.
drawing of that plan?
Yes,
No one? Could we take a look at it?
Absolutely. One other point, in the entrance here, we also increased the radius.
Okay.
We were a
that'd
little
be good,
concerned
yeah.
about the exit radius.
Yes.
So.
Oh, yeah, that's much
that,
better.
And then this is the exact width that it is now, but with a little better radius.
Yep.
We tightened this and then curved it a little
This
more,
one
so it's
right
gonna be
here
very, very hard
is
to
Take
take.
a left
Now is the
turn.
existing
Left turn.
width.
And these are the 3 spaces that
You just added.
we added, and we got rid of one of the handicap spaces, so we only had 1 here, we had 2. So we net added 4 non-handicap spaces.
I know it's up to you guys, but you put a no left turn sign out here, or,
Yeah,
I don't know if
there's
that's you or
a
the town.
right turn only sign will go there, and then a do not enter sign, so you got one coming this way, and then the do not
I
enter
know,
going
probably
out.
up to the town. You see one out here.
Yeah.
That's up to
They-
the town, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And then, again, just to summarize, we did all the turning movements for the town's fire trucks, plus regional. The idea is that this cistern might be used by other non-town trucks, so we used some standard trucks and made sure that those radii work. Since we were here, we've also been to Historic, and they have approved the project. They asked us to do some changes to the lighting fixtures, which we've done, and then to do a brick sidewalk along here. So we would replicate what's there now, and just in this stretch would all be done as brick. They had
So the
veneer on concrete. We have a concrete seating wall. They'd like to see a granite veneer and then a granite veneer on our stormwater planting. So those are things that we would try to address. There are some cost implications to all of that. We're attempting to meet those objectives.
We've also received approval from the Board of Health for this septic line replacement and sort of redirection from the town hall to the septic system.
Is this tied into the town gray water now?
It's,
Yeah, the town hall, yeah, I believe.
town
it
hall,
is.
yeah, it's currently tied into the septic system.
No, it's on the town's.
Gray water system, not the septic.
No, it's tied into the septic tank and then pressure force main that goes
Yeah,
out to
it
the
goes,
street.
goes,
That's right, gray water, that's right.
it goes,
Yeah, that's what I mean, gray water.
no, I think it
The whole
all,
septic doesn't go
I
down.
think-
yeah, it does now.
I think
Goes
it's
down
all
to the
Only a
highway.
2-inch pipe running down there.
it's some sort of a pump system with all, it's a whole leaching field to highlight.
Yeah,
Yeah, the whole leaching field, but I mean, it doesn't take the solids, it takes the, you have to have the septic tank pumped out. It's a gray water, it's only a 2-inch pipe.
It's a sewer force main, you're right.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a
Yeah.
pre-treatment septic tank that remains.
Well, that's all existing, so I just want to know if the town hall was tied into the gray water, and it is. They call it the gray water main. That's what they used to call it, unless somebody's changed.
all right,
And I'm
What
sorry,
the-
I sent some copies over. Did you guys not receive them?
Yeah, I have
Oh,
them.
okay, perfect.
oh, okay.
I also
But they
have
don't
a-
normally come into the office.
Oh, okay, okay.
I also have a grading plan, if you'd like to look at more details with all the spot elevations, we have a landscape plan, whatever you'd like to see, we'd be happy to share with you.
I'd like to see the landscape plan. You have a lighting engineer that usually goes over the lighting plan. And his main focus is just to make sure it isn't, the lighting isn't leaching onto other properties.
Sure.
The
We submitted the photometric plans
Photometric.
electronically as well, yep.
That's not on this set.
It's
Well,
okay.
Like, are they on poles, or are building mounted, or?
They're on poles, except for the bollards and the parklet, which are ground
They're
mounted
gonna
up
be
there.
bollards that run.
They're all downlight?
Yep.
Yeah, everything is
Everything's dark
downlight.
sky compliant.
Yeah.
And they're using
Sorry, just a second, that's all.
historic fixtures for the campus lighting.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you, the landscape plan looks pretty good. What type of canopy trees are these gonna be?
So we've got red maple, sugar maple, heritage river birch, bur oak, red oak, and American basswood.
You say those are the trees that you're gonna be planting on the site?
That's correct, the canopy trees, yep.
And nothing's gonna get, over the years, nothing's gonna get overgrown there where we're gonna have issues with rooting systems or,
Yeah, they can't be invasive, that's the only thing.
Correct, they are not invasive, and I think the canopies will have to be maintained. You'll have to trim them back from time to time, but the root system shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
okay.
I would assume they're on our approved list anyways, right?
They're all
Yes.
natives.
They're all natives, yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, right. Heritage Birch. Kevin.
These are all the trees, right?
Yeah, I'm just looking, because you have a couple oaks on here, and I don't,
We will, yeah. Yeah, they're minor.
I don't think they're non-invasive.
What?
The red oaks?
No, they're native, they're
Yeah.
native trees.
Yeah, it's just the root system, and you've got them up here up against where you're putting a walkway.
And I think a lot of the times when we're doing subdivisions and stuff, we're trying to use those white pears.
Yeah, the Bartlett pear,
Yeah, the Bartlett pear.
they're not good. They break, they're not native, they're,
Yeah, I'm just concerned, you know, you've got this particular one here
Pretty good.
is pretty close to the walkway out in front of the police station.
Yeah, that's what I was concerned about.
Oh, no, this is out in front of the parking lot.
Parking lot, right?
And oaks, roots are gonna fly all over the place. I mean, you may disturb that walkway at some point.
So that one right on the corner there is an AR, so that's the red maple.
Yeah. I just want to have to be tearing the sidewalk up in 10 years. QM. Bur Oak. There's nothing really around that, so.
I think you've got a lot of trees on that site, a lot of big trees. I'd rather see smaller evergreens maybe. Because like these red oak and stuff, they're gonna grow 100 feet tall.
The less maintenance we got on these trees is gonna be the better, native or not.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, at this point, whatever, I think that we need to keep everything that's not gonna, we reckon those sidewalks in 10 years or 15 years, whatever. I know nobody's gonna worry about that right now, but there's gonna be somebody's problem down the road.
Well, yeah, I mean, maintaining the,
You know, you get these buildings, you get a 80, 90 foot tree there. close to
well,
the
yeah,
building. It's not
it's,
And I think, you know, on behalf of the town here, we'd certainly be willing to swap any trees, specify a dwarf option. They're not, they're
Yeah.
cultivars, they're not native per se, but they are native cultivars, so they're not invasive. You can do that. You could swap out some evergreens. Certainly, what we're looking for is some canopy coverage. This is in part a stormwater project, and it's good for covering some of the pavement by putting tree canopy, but we could certainly go with the dwarfs and work with your staff to come up with whatever you think is appropriate.
yeah, it's like you got AS, TA, you got American Passwood, along with the sugar maple.
The shade aspect is important though, because.
Yeah, no, I get it
Shade aspect.
for the,
Those two things.
but you get these 3 trees, and these are all large trees. And they're kind of all buffered here together. These trees are gonna grow into one another within 10 years.
And that, if they grow good.
Wasn't there a problem 5 years or so, maybe back, that red oaks or red maples? I lost 4 on my property in 1 year, and they weren't surrounded by anything, or they'd been there for.
I don't have any red oaks left. I just cut the last one down.
All 4 of them died in 1 year. I don't know if it was some type of a
Disease
insect that
or-
got in them or something, but I thought there was more of a problem. My landscaper said that there was a problem with, it was either
White and
maple
red
or
oaks
oaks.
is the
Well,
problem.
red maple is not, they're not subject to any, it might be the oak that the maple should be fine.
Well, I mean,
I mean, we're gonna understand that we don't have a landscaping crew that's gonna finally manicure everything. I mean, if we could do some stuff there that, you know, do some nice landscaping, but stuff that can withstand the heat and the lack of rain and the lack of maintenance every week, I think is what we need to do. I mean, planting a bunch of trees that are gonna grow 10 inches or a foot in diameter, I think is just gonna become a problem down the road. I know it's probably gonna look nice for when everything's said and done and everybody's taking pictures, but at the end of the day, long-term is gonna be an issue, I think.
I think it'll be a high maintenance.
The landscape was designed to be low maintenance, and we were very careful about that, and Dan Byer, who's taking care of it, has been in every meeting talking about it. The large trees, I mean, that sort of adds to, that's what was there before, and so, if you want that majestic look, big trees are nice, and they shade the building, they save energy, they absorb water, and there might be some maintenance, but they're pretty good about taking care of themselves.
Everything else looks good.
yeah, no, I mean,
You don't have any evergreens here, I think, are there?
I think there are some evergreens.
Yeah, we have it's the evergreen tree, the eastern red cedars.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple locations for that.
Dogwoods might be an option for some of the, trees that might not get too big, but still shade and are native and look nice.
Yeah, I like those.
Well, we can always move it forward with a, condition to revise the landscaping plan moving forward. I'd like to take a considerable look at the layout. I mean, even in your design drawing, you got 2 trees running together here. Those are obviously gonna be difficult to maintain, and has anybody even,
This little cluster, there's not a lot of room if you look up them.
yeah.
Not a lot of room.
And I mean, these are gonna require pruning, because you've got things overhanging, parking areas, and, oaks and maples tend to have low-flying branches, so someone's gotta come in, remove the lower branches so the vehicles can park. So all these trees are gonna take maintenance. I would have liked Alan's input. That's who we should have taken this to make sure that, Tatro. Yeah, because he's in charge of maintenance right now.
It might take like periodic pruning, but it wouldn't be anything intensive at all.
No,
Alan's been invited to all the meetings.
okay.
Did he show up? Did he come?
No,
He also has a copy of these plans.
I've been
Okay.
sharing everything with him.
Well, I would,
He has extra bricks, the bricks are in front of town hall, so he's gonna give us, there's like half a pallet, and, we'll use that same brick, which is really attractive that he found.
yeah,
Hey, Bill,
yeah,
I can volunteer to, if you get to a point where you want to make a decision, you could condition it, and I'll volunteer to kind of coordinate Alan and Dan and Ann and possibly the landscape architect. I mean, you want to find a sweet spot here.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
That's what I think we're looking for. Well,
Trees are easier to maintain than landscaping, you
Yeah.
know that. So we just need to find that sweet spot that is highly maintenance-free and provides a canopy, because that's exactly the grant
Right.
that they received, its purpose. So we need to kind of work through this, I think, and I don't think it's the end of the world, exactly what plan at the moment goes there.
no, I don't think so either. I just, you can see it on the sidewalk on Main Street up here, what's happened to the sidewalk with the rooting of the trees overtaking the sidewalk up here.
Or the sycamore trees,
Yeah,
they're 200 years old.
yeah, I know,
I mean,
I know. We can't even cut them down now.
Yeah, that might be a
Small
problem in
trees.
200 years, that,
Yeah.
if they live.
I was talking about the small trees that were planted maybe,
Those were the
15 years.
Bartlett
Yeah.
the Bartlett pear trees,
Pears.
and
Yeah,
they were,
which I know
and they
good.
were planted under the wire.
That's right, that
And
was-
so, but
That-
this, we've considered that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those, because that's tough when that happens.
They're not good.
They're very popular for a long time, but they've fallen out of favor now by a lot of landscape architects.
The engineer did look at this, and he had some minor revisions, and they took care of all that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I got his,
Yeah, we agree with his comments. We have no issues with them.
Yeah.
And they're fairly minor, so we can, we have not made those in the plans that are before you, tonight, but we will make those for the record.
okay.
And if you could approve it with the conditions, as Jack said, that would be very helpful, because we're really running up
Yeah.
against this
Oh,
great
yeah.
deadline. And we
I agree,
really,
I agree, but I just.
We, no, I planned on approving it tonight based on the conditions we set.
appreciate it, thank you.
Certainly.
And there were a couple comments, I don't know, Gemma, if you addressed Graves' comment letter. There were a couple minor drafting edits they needed.
Yeah,
We could ask the board to condition that, or if you have made them, we can submit them as written.
Yeah, he had asked for the
Yes.
map and book to be shown on the plans. They are on the plans, but they probably need to be pulled out into the notes. And then the snow storage areas are shown on the grading plan, and he asked for that to be on the site plan. So we'll move that and include that as well.
So we could condition those for if you get there.
Yeah, other than that, it all looks good from Jeff's point of view. So, once again, I mean, I'd like to set some conditions just to make sure that everybody agrees on this landscape, and I like to have as many people involved as possible. I mean, we could even be dealing with issues of fire trucks passing through. You know, if we've got overhanging branches, I mean, you know, what is the clearance of the equipment?
Most of them are under 12 feet, 11.6 is usually the height for a ladder.
So now we gotta make sure we keep our branches at 12
But
feet.
suppose the box trucks come to deliver stuffs. You got
Yeah,
a 14-foot box, which is the maximum height. I just think you'd want to keep it under the 14-foot for
Yeah, Chief
that
Kessler.
rare occurrence.
Chief Kessler let us know that that was his concern, and Dan's been on the coordination calls and said that that shouldn't be an issue to prune those trees. So, again, this design for the
I
landscape
just
has
don't want
been.
something coming out of the parking lot at 9 feet.
And Chief
well,
Kessler
if it's all been considered, I don't have a problem with approving if everybody's planning on taking care of the trees. Yeah, Dan?
I would just add, I think the one key is to do it now. Like, once, you're right, once it's this big monstrosity where we have a problem, but if we keep up on it and cut the branches off before they get over the lot,
Right.
I think we can have this grow and do what we want, and not some huge mess.
And who's gonna take care of it, highway or parks?
Parks does all the landscaping, any sort of tree pruning, you know, stuff that can be done by hand, Parks can do. Stuff that involves lifts and machinery, that's beyond me, your contractor, the tree work.
All right, well, I'm sure Alan can coordinate with with one of the tree companies.
Yeah, I'll make sure we'll get a session with Alan and Dan, and hopefully the landscape architect. We'll figure this out.
Make
and-
sure I-
and
make-
bring it to you.
Make sure I'm in on that, Jack, when you set that up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll condition it as the landscape plan will be reviewed and acknowledged, but we're gonna just make that a condition. I'm not gonna hold up the plan for the landscape design. So, that, and if you say the other two things are done, it looks good to go. So,
You moved all those things over the great drawings.
I think you need the public, right?
what's that?
I think you gotta open the hearing to the public.
Yeah, I'm going to in a second.
Yeah.
I usually open for discussion after the motion.
Motion to approve the campus of 20 Main Street with the condition of landscaping
Review.
review.
Second.
And Graves letter, and Graves letter.
And Graves' letter.
Any discussion?
Hi,
There's nobody online,
Hey, get somebody here.
oh, sure.
I'm Sue Edmonds, live at 25 Main Street in those condos.
Yeah.
And my question's about the lighting, because current lighting right now from the police department, it shines into our condos, and it's kind of doesn't work for us. So I was just wondering how the lighting's going to change with this plan.
That's something we'd have to address with the building committee for the police department. I mean, that's really a separate, this is
Okay.
just the
It's
landscape
not part of this
design.
whole campus plan?
No, we're not doing any lighting on the police station, are we?
No, nope, all of the police station parking for their vehicles is already taken care of. We are not proposing any additional
Yeah.
lighting there.
So maybe just to kind of answer your question, this project is adding some parking lot lights in
Yeah,
the back. I'm not sure what the furthest forward is, but there should be nothing shining across the street, no lights on the front of the building, none of
That's
that.
what we want to do.
yeah,
Dark sky compliant.
Okay.
my suggestion as far as the lighting of the police station, I would probably go to the selectmen, and they'd advise the building committee to take a look at any lighting that's causing an issue.
Okay, no, I didn't know if this would change anything. But we-
No, we're not doing anything with the police building at this time. All right, with no further discussion, I don't see any hands, so I'm going to assume we're okay.
I second it.
You second it? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Say something? Oh.
Yeah,
Just that the Horsley Witten Group has been really excellent to work with, you know, moving fast and accommodating everything. And also, the police chief, fire chief, Kim, Dan Byer, Kathy Schofield, you know, have really been helpful in pulling this whole thing together. So,
Good.
yeah,
excellent.
yeah,
That's how things get done.
yeah.
Build the village.
Bill, I'll draft a decision for you to
Yeah.
take a look at.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jack.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Have a good day.
You too, thanks.
What is your name?
Rich Klager.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thanks.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Let's, Barry, nice to see you. Let's just get out of the way the continuation of the public hearing for subdivision rules and regulations regarding the, the digital submission standard will be Appendix B within the zoning bylaws. I reviewed this today and saw that many area towns are using the same thing that was developed apparently by CMRPC. I think it's a good digital submission format. Make it easier on the town, save some money. For anyone who doesn't understand, this is a digital submission format for when applicants submit their plans. They're going to be required to submit it digitally also.
You have to make a motion to approve this, or?
Yeah, I need a motion.
I make a motion to approve Appendix B, the
This is it. We're adding this to the subdivision rules and regulations.
subdivision rules and regulations addition.
Second.
Any discussion? Anybody have any questions?
Is this gonna, interrupt the individual that wants to submit their own plans, or is it gonna push everybody towards something?
Everybody's, well, no, I mean, anybody can submit it in PDF format if they don't do CAD drawing or something. They can submit it, you know, they're gonna be responsible to produce it, but,
And just for somebody that's doing something very simple, you know?
Yeah.
I don't wanna,
I think you're seeing most engineers have gone away from handwritten drawings, but,
Right now, the assessors are paying CMRPC
to redevelop,
digitize
yeah.
many of your final plans. And so this will put the burden on the applicant and save the town money.
And they're more than likely doing this anyways, you know, so,
And some, and most of them, if not all, are doing it anyway, correct?
yeah, so. All right, did we have a second?
yes.
All right, we
Yeah.
had the discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll draft something up for you, Bill.
Sounds good. All right, now we're gonna continue the public hearing for 5 Morrison Drive. Come on up. Looks like you took care of most of what Jeff was looking for, I see. All right. All right, it looks like you took care of the parking space issue Jeff had. All right. All right, and did you make the necessary changes to the lease agreement he was about the vehicle entry or storage?
Parking. Yes, so if they don't go into the building, they load at the door.
Okay.
Yep.
Looks like everything else is pretty much,
Been taken care of.
no, there's no further comment.
Do we have a plan to put up on the screen?
Do you have a set of plans?
I have a miniature set here.
Do you have electronic? You can put it on the screen.
Is it 11 by 17?
Yes. Yes.
Damon, did you get a copy of Jeff's,
I'm looking if I have it too.
Here, I can scan that.
I mean, they've taken care of most of what Jeff was looking for?
Yeah, the only thing we needed to talk about was the two waivers.
I just did, as long as Jeff's happy with everything, I didn't know if they changed anything on the plan.
Yeah, the only thing we gotta deal with is, in the future, is this slope.
I talked to Jeff on Thursday, right before he went on vacation, and he was absolutely fine with it, finally.
Yeah, as long as we make the condition on the slope.
On the slope.
Yeah, you gotta submit that plan on that slope.
Yes.
I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, so Jack, we're gonna add a condition that they're gonna have to come back with a plan for the slope.
Yeah.
Is that
You need a geotechnical engineer to take care of that for
yes,
you.
that would go in. Would that go in with the permit application to have an engineer to
I
design
missed that,
slope?
could you repeat that, Bill?
They need to have a geotechnical engineer go out and do the slope design.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So once you do that, you can submit it to us.
Okay.
Okay.
And it'll be recorded with the plan.
Okay.
It's gonna be 201, right?
Believe so.
It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to include it in the package to the building
Building
department
department,
too,
yes.
just so when they go out for the inspections, that they know what you're doing with that slope.
No, we'll have it in there for that.
No one gets all worked up about it. All right, so, we have a couple waiver requests. It says
Yeah.
the landscape should be preserved in its natural state insofar as practicable, minimizing tree and soil removal and any grade changes. We request a waiver of this requirement as all denuded areas have been loomed and seeded or paved with grass, pave, or asphalt. The site previously been stripped and rough graded. You guys have any questions on that one? I mean, that seems pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Seems pretty obvious there. No, I don't either. I mean, there's not much you could do. The land was already clear. Just wanted, there was something,
Are you going to vote separately on each waiver?
I think we should.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's exactly what Jeff was talking about. Okay. All right, so we have that waiver request in front of us. If there are no issues, I need a motion for waiver from the amended bylaws 4.02J.
We're doing
X.
each
Plus
individual.
X,
Oh, X,
because the other one's XI.
yeah.
Okay.
So on the front page of 4.02J is 4.02X? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, X, yeah, J dot X,
J.X.
yeah.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Dave and I,
A landscape strip of land shall be provided along the length of each property line bordering a street, way, or bordering a lot used for residential purposes, for a depth of 6 feet. The planning board, after careful review of the physical characteristics of the land involved and the impacts of the proposed project, may require an increase in the width of the said landscape strip. The applicant shall specifically note the removal of any tree in excess of 6 inches in diameter, measured 4 feet from the ground on its plans, and any such proposed removal shall require planning board approval, which may be withheld. We are requesting a waiver for this requirement as the site previously denuded and stripped of trees and topsoil. The only portion of the site available to landscape is at the entrance, at the east end of the site, where 1,200 square feet of area is proposed to be landscaped and keeping the existing growth at the southeast end of the site, which is a totals of 3,200 square feet.
Nice to see the sketch.
I'll make a motion to grant the waiver for 4.02.J.XI.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye. I walked the site.
Yeah.
Dave and I,
All right. I thought I only saw 2 items that Jeff was requesting would require a waiver.
Just two.
There was a
Now we're down to
third that
two.
went away.
Oh, this must be the old,
Yeah, one went away.
One was a light
Yeah.
Or two went away.
location that-
see, I brought
Yeah, we were able to eliminate the one.
his latest one with me, April 20th, there we go. Oh, no, that's wrong. April 20th, yeah. And I thought I had brought with me the latest waiver list. You have your latest waiver list with you? I had it.
Do we have the waiver list, or is it
There
just
was-
on the
There
phone?
was a third
I-
one that was a light washing, but we
The waiver
found
list
it.
was sent in,
Yeah, I know you sent it.
But I-
Oh,
and it's on the title sheet, but I don't have one with me. An extra copy of it.
Oh, is it on the title sheet you gave them?
See, this one's dated.
The
Yes,
waiver-
it should be on that
Yeah,
title
this is
sheet.
April
that you
5th.
just had.
The waiver request that the one I got was dated April 5th.
April
okay.
Didn't get an updated one.
I didn't think,
Is this what you're looking for?
That's the letter, yes, that we sent.
yeah, I didn't think that,
I have a letter dated April 19th.
Okay, I
With
never
two.
got that. For the waivers?
is that with the waivers?
Yeah, I could, can I forward it to it and post it up
I
on
don't
the
know.
screen?
Dan,
Dan, he's gonna forward you,
Yeah, email to me.
then we can put it on the screen, because, I don't, because this one here has 5 different waivers.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And that's the old one, that's from April 5th. I think you
yeah.
diminished some of those.
It went to 3 and then it ended up at 2.
Yeah, that's what I got in the email.
Okay.
I thought I brought it with me. I don't know where it disappeared.
I didn't get it either, but Peter did.
Shit. I know I had it with me, but. Oh, here it is, right here.
Oh,
Shit.
good.
April 19th, perfect.
There you
Are we
go.
voting on the incorrect?
No,
Can I make copies of that, Bill?
the one we just did is the second one, so we gotta go back to the other one.
Can I
Yeah,
make copies of everyone?
yeah, why don't you, real quick. Take a few minute break
Sure.
while she does
Oh,
that.
there it is. There it is, right there.
Yeah, all right,
Technology is working.
yes.
Amazing.
Good man, Dan.
Yeah.
Dan's the,
He gets it going.
he gets it going.
Hey, Bill, I'm just looking at that plan. I know that we were talking to them in the past about snow storage. Maybe I just can't see it on the plan, but I don't, they were supposed to put a couple different places, and I don't see any places.
Snow removal on there?
It's on a,
It was shaded and colored, right?
I might just not be able to see it, that's all.
what page is that? Do you remember?
What's he looking for?
Snow removal. What page?
That would be C10 maybe?
7,
I think
8.
9 is landscape, I think. C7.
Gil?
Must be 8.
So we got 2?
There it is.
That's what we down to?
Yeah.
Because they were good.
No, the one we just did is the second. No, we only approved one.
You did 402J, X, and XI.
It's got a title sheet,
You did XI as well.
cover sheet. Snow removal plan, where the heck is that?
Excise.
We voted on that,
Right
right?
No.
now, C16.
16. Oh, good. One from the back?
I mean, we could just cross that out.
It's on the old list.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, we don't need, you don't need,
So approval.
HI? Is that what you're talking about?
It's
Don't
the
need
XI
HI.
you don't need?
No, the HI.
Mm,
The only one that should be approved is JX.
Here and here.
Yes.
Right.
That's
But
the only one that's
you
been
had,
approved.
It's, sheet
John
16.
made a motion for the XI as well.
All right, well,
So we can
scratch
cross that out.
Scratch
Okay.
that out.
Yep, that's fine.
That's not it.
You want to look at sheet C16
He said he put
for
it
the
up.
snow removal?
Did you want a copy?
Let me see it on that.
C16. One page from the back.
Yeah, go back toward the cover sheet, 2 more. One more ahead.
Where is the storage?
It's,
It's on this, it's on this sheet in green.
there it is. It's the last
Approach the
page.
bench.
Last
Right
page.
there in the green? Stop jumping around.
I don't love that.
Who's doing
Scanned
it?
in.
I can't process that.
That's not the right page, Dan.
Last,
That's what was scanned to me, that's all I got.
last page.
Last page. Yeah, here you go. Wherever you see green,
Yeah?
Yeah.
we need the green.
No, not that page.
No, the wrong page.
He might not have scanned it in, maybe.
I only have 17 pages, none of them is marked C16.
Well, I missed that one. When we throw it to him.
All right, he's got the plan here, Dame, and it does show the
Yeah, we
snow
see it.
area.
I just didn't see them on that plan, so as long as you have them in front of you, there's supposed to be one like closer to the entrance, and then there's supposed to be one, I think, further in the back.
Correct.
Yeah.
There is.
All right,
Originally, they had just one in the very back where you would have to push the snow all the way around all those buildings. And I just thought that that might be a little bit tough for, wanted to make sure we had enough parking spaces and snow storage, that's all.
okay. All right, so the second waiver is 2.03 CII. Parking areas should be strongly encouraged to be designed to include landscaping, to include low-impact development techniques. We are requesting a variance from this requirement. It should be a waiver, but we're requesting a waiver from this requirement as rows of parking spaces are against the building with accesses to garages. We believe this requirement is not germane to this type of development. Proposed aisles of parking do not allow for implementing this feature in the parking design, as there are no islands in between the parking aisles. That makes sense. That would be,
Make a motion to approve 2.03.C.II.
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
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 So that puts the waiver request. Now, did you add those to the plan, those waivers?
Yeah, they're on the cover sheet.
They're on the cover sheet,
Yeah.
good. Okay. It's mostly for my benefit when someone comes in back later and asks me for it.
No, when the plans get filed, then those waivers get filed with it.
Yeah, okay. So other than that, let me just make sure that we've discussed any conditions that we might need.
The only condition we've got is the hillside.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think Jeff has made any other comments regarding recommended conditions.
The notes for the geotechnical that Jeff had talked about in his comments, those notes have been added to the plans, and we figured that that would probably come under, like, the building official would be the person to implement that, to make sure that it gets done.
Right, right. No, that's good. That it's wise that it's on the plan. Perfect. Just give me a second to quickly review this. On the condition, you said you made changes to the lease agreement already?
Yes.
Okay. Looks like everything else is pretty much in order. So the only condition we need is based on the slope.
Number 59.
Yeah, we need a plan from
Geotech.
Geotech.
Mhm.
Did you get that, Jack?
Is it 201?
We're gonna have a condition on the plan
You wanted one.
to conditioning the decision that's based on the geotechnical engineering
Yeah.
plan. Okay,
Yeah, and I know there's confusion about the list of waivers, just resend it to me and I'll put that in.
there's only two now, and I'll email it to you.
Okay.
And they've been approved, so. All right, so based with that condition only, I need a motion.
Make a motion to approve site plan for 5 Morrison Road with the condition of article number 59, slope stability, geotechnical engineering to be taken care of before permitting.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Damon, aye.
And that puts that to rest. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Glad to have it over with.
Go, baby. Thank you. Thank
Gotta
you all.
close the public hearing.
Make a motion to close the public hearing for 5 Morrison Drive.
Should close it first. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Night, gentlemen.
Thank you all. Thank you. And have a good night.
You too, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
All right. So that's all that shit. And,
Come on up, Johnny boy.
Well, we got,
You couldn't get a little helper?
we got these two street acceptance we gotta deal with.
Yeah, we get bringing stuff out there.
No, he can go first, the other two just requires us, so.
All right, good evening, John Nanot, with Hastings Street Plaza LLC. I'm here tonight just to submit our application for a site plan and special permit at 3537 Hastings Street, 12 and 20 Washington Street. My submittal is going to include special permit and site plan plans, photocopy of the filing check, building program, project narrative, site access and circulation, utility plans, landscaping plans, Massachusetts Sustainable Development Principles, Massachusetts Smart Growth Principles, a traffic impact assessment, an environmental impact assessment, a fiscal impact assessment, a community impact assessment, zoning bylaw compliance, special permit design criteria.
What's that?
So what are we building?
This is a Chauvin Plaza.
So you'll have architectural elevations and rendering, site lighting and photometric plans, traffic impact and access study, a stormwater management report, once again, the fiscal impact assessment, certified abutters list, and mailing addresses.
And the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, so you should have everything. Everything's in a binder form, has copies of the applications, the filing fee, this table of contents that has everything referenced in it. Also has full-size plans. There's 2 copies in the box that I still have in my truck of the 75% design plans for the roundabout and the improvements to Route 16.
Okay.
That has to all go through Mass Highway.
Right.
They're at about 50% for what their state is doing right now. Our plans are at 75%. They're basically at 100%, but they have to go through the approval process through Mass Highway to be 100%. But they're fully designed. I only did 2 copies of that because it's like 55 pages each set of full-size plans, and they have to go, that's all on Mass Highway. The approval process is through Mass Highway, but I wanted the board to at least have a couple sets on record. So, I have a check.
Anticipation is that the Mass Highway is gonna approve what you...
Yeah, so we believe that the roundabout will be approved by Mass Highway. We've met all their standards. We show it works unbelievably well at that point. It really helps out on traffic in that area. And I'll present that all at the public hearing next week. I didn't want to say too much tonight because there's no audience, and I always get an audience.
I don't know how you stuck that one.
So I noticed that, like, the last 2 had no butters. I'm like, what is that? So what I do have is I've already given Gail the 2 Form Ns, a check for $8,000. I had sent Bill an email on an amount because this isn't a regular project where you're 2,000. So I had asked we should bump it up to 5 or 8. So we decided on 8,000 for the peer review.
Yep.
So I
Did he give you
presented.
that check?
Yep, right here.
I have that check. I also, Gail gave me a heads up that you were going to be doing the digital.
Give us correct forms, all right.
At the digital submittal, so there's 2 thumb drives in her, so her set has the mailing addresses for abutters, plus it has 2 thumb drives with everything digitally. So all the applications, all the plans are all on the thumb drives digitally.
Did you say one for the fire department?
There's 9 sets in total. Gail usually.
What about Jeff? Did you get anything off to Jeff yet?
No, I haven't, nope. I'm gonna let Gail mail, or I can bring him a set, I don't care, whatever you want to do.
It'd be good if one of those sets you
Yeah,
bring
so there's
to...
9, there'll be
Hold
9.
on, Jack's talking.
Go ahead, Jack.
John, it'd be easier if you brought Jeff everything on your own, because...
I'm fine, I'll run it to him tomorrow morning. And
number 2, bring him the traffic analysis so he can give it to his traffic guy.
yeah, that's all in here. It's all combined. I have files for everybody. And then I'll also bring him a set of the Mass Highway plans, just so, for him to get an idea what's going on with the Mass Highway plans.
John, can I ask you?
And Gail, I'm gonna pick up one of those thumb drives on
Okay, that's why I asked for 2.
She asked me for two, I wrote two.
So, did you talk with Mass Highway at all?
Oh, yeah, we've been in touch with Mass Highway right along.
Where were they leaning towards, lights or roundabout?
So originally on their design plans, they had lights.
Yep.
And you know, I've been in front of you guys a couple times informally with this project, and the board had asked me about a roundabout, and the roundabout works much better than a set of lights there. It really does, and I think it gives you some opportunities down the road to help with where Washington Street comes out. If you make that a right turn only and send people to the roundabout, then you don't have people crossing the traffic on 16. I think it'll help out quite a bit in that area.
So how about the tractor trailer access? Is it?
Yeah, it's a two-lane roundabout. It's big enough for tractor trailers, everything, because it's a major road. So, yeah, it's designed to take care of everything.
Okay.
Tractor trailers, everything. It's a two-lane roundabout with a big landscaping
Yeah, it's a state road.
area.
so
It's a state road. It has to be designed.
planned.
State design.
I'm actually kind of excited about the roundabout. I think it's a great idea for that area.
Yeah, I think it'll help out immensely, because if you've tried to pull out Millville Road and take a left there, it's almost impossible.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
You're there for
worst.
5 minutes.
Oh, at least. Sometimes between people pulling out of the gas station and the.
That,
I don't try and come out of there and take a left. I go either go to Maui or I come out of the
Yeah.
private.
Yeah, it's brutal trying to take, that'll fix all this. That'll fix all that problem there. Anyway, so I was speaking to Gail. This is just one box. I have another box with more in it in the car. Gail suggested that I just drop them off at the planning board office in the
does
morning.
that thumb drive have everything on
It
it?
has
Yep,
everything
in
on
here.
it.
Yep.
You might need a third one.
Okay, I'll get you one in the morning, or you
Yeah.
can, why don't you take one and I'll get Gail another one in the morning.
All right, can you give me one of those? Yeah.
And I'll drop.
Does that have everything that's in the book in it too? or-
Yeah, I believe so. It has everything.
All right.
yeah. And if anybody else, I can get it takes 5 minutes to put that on there, not even, a couple minutes.
You
to
guys
put that
want
on.
a copy for
Everybody wants a
yourselves?
thumb drive.
I'll look at it with you anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So I did just bring, these are some, just a
I can get one
small.
anytime and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't want to present everything because really I'm not supposed to present unless it's at the public hearing, but I did bring this so you guys can
Thank
kind
you,
of see
Gail.
what it looks, it's gonna look like.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that roundabout's gonna look good.
Yeah. It has a couple renderings there, but like I said, tonight is just presenting. So every booklet has a set of plans with it. And I gave Gail that set because that has the mailing addresses, the mailing labels for the abutters list and the thumb drives, but all the rest are just copies.
Okay, are you gonna bring that box tomorrow as well?
Yeah, I promised Gail I wouldn't make her carry them.
Thank you.
So, I will drop them off at her office first thing in the morning. I just wanted to make sure that everybody's aware that I had the 9 copies with me, I'm just
Yep.
submitting.
Yep.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I'm not carrying that box.
Yeah, I just wanted to do I knew nobody would want to carry them, so there's another box that has more than that in it in my truck.
But I have to tell you, we really don't need all those books.
All these? It says 9 sets of,
It's supposed to, yeah, it's supposed to go with,
you should give
You're
that
right, we
to
don't
the
need
fire
it.
department and everybody. Because
Yeah,
that
they're-
has the traffic assessment, it has everything in there.
Yeah, but the
And
only
this-
things I sent to the other people are the plans, the set of
they
plans.
should be getting,
Yeah, they should be getting a full set of everything. There's so much information in there for this project.
this is gonna be a large
I'll see if
project.
if they want, okay.
John,
Yeah, I would try to get them that.
That'll be the name of the store? Farm
Yeah,
Market?
Yeah,
farmer's
yeah.
market. The
They
renderings,
come back and say they didn't see it, they didn't know.
the renderings are beautiful, actually.
They are.
Have you seen these,
Yeah.
Gail?
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
set here now, yeah.
Yeah, so we
It
tried to,
does, it looks nice.
trying to keep it country looking.
Yeah.
We've got those, like, tree trunks on the thing and
Yeah.
trees up front. And we're going with like a barrel theme on the store and that'll be show up in the landscaping and
Oh,
stuff.
except the water wheel.
Yeah, we're gonna do a small water wheel, but not a water structure. So the architect that designed the supermarket is from down south, so he had all kind of water features everywhere, but we'll be doing
Southeast from,
something.
like out of the country.
Yeah, so, yeah, they're from Costa Rica. So.
A lot of water in Costa Rica.
Yeah, so they don't have a problem with water freezing down there like we
No.
do, so.
Okay, so.
But we have another landscape architect. The plans for the landscaping are in here besides the renderings. So that's all part of the submittal.
All right, well, why don't we, set a,
May 23rd,
what?
May
That's
23rd.
our next meeting?
No, but I don't have,
Oh, right,
there's
you
not
don't have
enough time
time.
for
So May
2 weeks.
23rd.
May 23rd, so if somebody makes the
Let me
motion.
make a motion.
Make a motion to set the public hearing for, what is it, two Hastings Street?
No, it's
3537 Hastings.
3537 Hastings Street for May 23rd, 7 PM.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
See you on the 23rd.
See you, John.
See you,
And
Johnny
I'll
boy.
dropped all this stuff off at Gail's office in the morning. Thank you.
See you, buddy.
Okay, John.
It is, it looks really nice.
Do you want to do the minutes since Barry is here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And Damon?
yeah.
You need help, John?
Oh, I got it, thank you.
Do you have the minutes there? Because I know I had one.
Yeah, we did. Where'd those minutes go? Did I give them back to you, or?
Hey, Bill,
Yeah,
listen, I just want to bring it to your attention, anything that has to do with any of that project up there, I'm abstaining from any of it.
I got you.
I hear you.
And I want it out there for the record on recorded line.
Damon, what are you abstaining from?
Here's the minutes here.
I'm gonna be abstaining
Want to review
from
'em?
anything that has to do with that
Late that
project.
night.
Okay, thank you for telling me. Yeah.
Because I'm gonna need everybody in on that, and you gotta attend all meetings.
I
I'll be here.
can't.
I'll hold it till you
Yeah,
get
we
there.
here about the same time.
All right,
Okay,
We'll have other stuff
Damon
probably before
abstains.
anyways.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we can fill the time,
I'll
and
be here,
I'll,
but it's just gonna be, I'm gonna be delayed.
yeah, I'll take a break.
I was just telling Gail that we gotta make sure we always have these for that public hearing, that's all.
Yep.
I'm sorry, have what?
These
Four.
us, four.
Oh, okay.
Is abstaining.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Right,
it's
yeah,
special, it's
okay.
special permit, so it's gonna require 4 votes,
That's right.
so.
Hey, Bill, you're all set, right? I can go, my dog's
Yeah,
wanting to go out.
yeah, that's fine, go ahead, Jake.
Doing the 2 roads, right?
Yeah, we're doing the 2 votes on the 2, roads,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, guys.
Good night, Jack.
Night, Jack.
I gotta abstain on the, Nipmuc.
Yeah, it's no big deal. It's all done, actually,
Okay,
Jeff
do-
didn't
Do
really
you
have
have
any
the
comments.
minutes there? Someone got the minutes over
Yeah, I
there?
got it right
Yeah,
here.
you got it.
Does anybody need to see them?
I'm good.
I wasn't here, so.
What's the date?
April 11th?
I make a motion to approve the minutes for April 11th.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Aye.
All right,
Yeah, we got these 2,
now we got, why don't we start with Nipmuc Estates?
okay?
It looks like, Jeff has a couple minor things that he needed done, a few small cracks in the road pavement that need to be sealed, catch basin need to be cleaned.
What the hell is it? This Brookview Estate? Yeah.
Yeah, you should have Nipmuc there.
Make a motion, Bill?
Oh, here it is.
We do have a couple things.
Yeah, I know it.
He has to provide he has to obtain a copy of the recorded certificate of compliance that closes out the order conditions. Developer is responsible for road maintenance until the road is accepted as a public way. Now, what we're doing is we're voting to recommend to the select board that they approve the road.
With the comments completed, correct?
Yeah. I spoke to Jeff on both these, and he said that anything left to be done was minor. He wasn't really concerned about either project. So I need a motion on Nipmuc Estates.
Make a motion to recommend that the selectmen approve the road for Nipmuc Estates, providing that the comments are completed.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
David,
Abstain.
And the last but not least, Brookview.
Okay. James, you second, no, John second,
Yeah.
and Barry abstains, okay.
What a laundry list.
It's all small
Okay.
stuff, though.
Yeah, he's got fiberglass markers that were driven through Baton.
I think they're gone.
Well, he said Tanielle was gonna get right on
Yeah.
anything that
I
needed to be
went
done.
down, I was there today.
Yeah. You know Tanielle's gonna take care of it anyways. Bounds
So-
yeah, this is all just the bounds, they're up out of the ground too far.
Yeah, a couple of those were, I saw those.
The catch basins need to be cleaned of accumulated debris. Oh, yeah, the hoods need to be installed in catch basins, he did tell me that.
These are all minor things.
We're good?
I'm good with it.
Yeah, we just,
I can make a motion to approve.
No,
To recommend.
Recommend to approve Brookview Estates to the selectmen with the 6 comments completed.
10.
actually, there's 10 comments.
10?
Yep.
Yeah, it's got a page 2.
All right, 10 comments, sorry.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
David,
And that should do it.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So we have a meeting in early May?
thank you, guys.